Hi, I'm Khalid Thompson, and welcome to the Caribbean Diaspora Weekly, a place for news, features, and opinions affecting the Jamaican and Caribbean diasporas at large. First, in this week's News Roundup,
Barbadian honored for media career. Caribbean TV show snags mainstream U.S. home. And Simpson Miller snubs Jamaica.
In the expose, playing politics, a West Indian Republican and a West Indian Democrat on what their parties stand for.
The Republican Party focuses on just fiscal responsibility and delivering a safety net outcome for the masses while not keeping them trapped in a cycle of poverty, which is, quite honestly, the reason I became Republican.
And in the diaspora perspective, an opinion piece called The Fate of Our Union, Why Every Voice Matters and Every Vote Counts. It seems that as bad as it is, it really can get worse, especially if you leave the choice of what happens to your future in the hands of people who only care about their own. Let's get started with the weekly News Roundup.
Hi, I'm Karma Hill, and welcome to the weekly news roundup from Jamaicans.com and Caribcast.tv, covering June 20th to June 26, 2014. Off the top in Diaspora news. From the UK, Julian Rogers, a Caribbean broadcast legend, has received an award, the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, MBE. Rogers, who was born in Barbados but now lives in Antigua and Barbuda, received the honor for his successful media career, which spanned over 50 years. From Florida, Jamaican Zara Burton made a big impact on the news industry in the Caribbean with her weekly program 18 Degrees North, which has been called the 60 Minutes of the Caribbean. She started the program to fill the gap in investigative journalism, focusing on issues specific to the Caribbean. The show, now in its second season, will be available on Miami, Florida's CBS affiliate, My33. Again, from Florida, Jamaican Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller did not have a public meeting with the Jamaican nationals during her three-day visit to South Florida. According to community leaders, this is unusual for an official making a visit to South Florida, which is home to a growing population of Caribbean nationals. Those who keep watch on Jamaica's politics say this reflects Simpson Miller's new leadership style. In Caribbean news, a new initiative in the United States is designed to help the Caribbean region address its energy problems. Joe Biden, the U.S. Vice President, introduced the Caribbean Energy Security Initiative, which includes a number of activities that will provide various options to transform the region's electricity sector. The Overseas Private Investment Corporation will provide dedicated resources to the Caribbean that will help in the creation of deals that will match financing from the U.S. for energy projects. The number of cases of Chikungunya in the Caribbean totals nearly 190,000, but the rate of increase has slowed. The number of cases grew by more than 18,500 from last week, according to the Pan American Health Organization. But this is just a little more than 50% of all new cases reported in the June 13, 2014 update. The number of deaths attributed to the disease totals 21 to date. In Jamaican news, the Attorney General of Barbados, Adriel Brathwaite, has said the money awarded to Jamaican Shanique Myrie by the Caribbean Court of Justice has been paid. Myrie says she has not received the payment yet. However, according to Brathwaite, damages totaling more than 75,000 Barbadian dollars were paid via the Barbados Central Bank on June 19, 2014, and should have been received into the account of Myrie's attorney 1 day later. The damages are being paid in regard to Myrie's mistreatment at the hands of Barbados immigration personnel at the nation's airport in 2011. In entertainment, International Reggae Day will be celebrated on July 1st, 2014, and Andrea Davis, the conceptualizer of the event, says that things are in place for the annual celebration. The first event was held 20 years ago. The theme for 2014 is You Reap What You Sow. The focus of the event is to showcase the positive elements of reggae music. And in sports, Jamaica's Olympic champions Usain Bolt and Yohan Blake will not be among the competitors at the Commonwealth Games at the end of June in Glasgow, Scotland. The athletes missed the deadline to enter the competition. However, Asafo Powell and Simpson, who have appealed their 18-month suspensions imposed for doping, will compete in Glasgow if they qualify in their events at the JAAA Supreme Ventures Limited National Senior Championships. In business, Jose del Castillo Savignon, the Minister of Industry and Commerce in the Dominican Republic, received South Korea as part of a trip to Asia, during which he will also visit Taiwan. His country is the second largest supplier of circuit breakers in the world and has started efforts to attract investors from South Korea. Savignon plans to promote his country's opportunities in manufacturing and as a platform used for exporting products to the United States.
When we come back, Democrat Marlon Hill and Republican Levi Williams talk about their party's beliefs and how they align with the Caribbean community in this week's expose.